Welcome to Entrepreneurial Reality with Bash. Every week we'll be speaking to startup and scale-up founders to learn about them, their ambitions for the business, goals and objectives. Every conversation is a moment in time, documenting entrepreneurs' current situation with a view to coming back next year to see how they are getting on. Each journey will be different. Each innovation could be game-changing. I hope you enjoy. Entrepreneurial Reality with Bash, Series 1, Episode 22. I have Aakas Sadasivam, founder and CEO of Prolgae Spirulina Supplies. Well, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to have a interview in UK-based media. It's a very privilege to have an interview in this podcast.
The view of the market these days is very global. It's important to understand the opportunities from an entrepreneur's perspective on a global basis as well. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. So, Aakas, if you could be so kind as to give us a little bit of background as to who you are and how you got to this position of building your business.
I'm from South India, so it's a very good place and it's a very good climatic area. So I have done my aeronautical engineering in 2015. So after completing my aeronautical engineering, I thought I should not go for a job. So I need to start some business. I need to be an entrepreneur. So I thought, what will be the correct business for entrepreneur? There are a lot of ideas like textile company, cosmetic company, and a tech company. So many ideas are there. Then I found in Google that this Spirulina superfood, which having very good market and demand, and in next 10 years it will be a growing market and demand because in 2050 the world population will be 2 times more. So at that time, everyone needs a healthy superfood to solve the lack of food problem and also to fight against malnutrition. So food is going to play the main role in global population. So I thought we need to start this business because in India and in Africa and in many countries, many kids die because of malnutrition these days. So I thought this will be a right solution to fight against malnutrition, and also it will help in lack of food problems in a growing population like big countries like India, China, etc. So I thought this is a very good idea. Then in 2016 January I started this project. So I worked in a small scale pond for 1 year and I found what are the pros and cons, how can it be grown, what are the other things. I learned a lot. So in 2017 January, I met a Finland partner. His name is Mika Rautia. He's from Finland. So he liked my ideas and project and its future scalable abilities and demand. A lot of ideas he came to know. Then he told I can invest in the company. So he became co-founder and he invested in the company. So it is an Indian company which is invested by a Finland investor. So then we started the production in 2017 January. And immediately we got order from France. Then we got many orders from Spain, Czech Republic and other European countries. So in 1 year we sold 3,000 kilos of spirulina in Europe alone. So and in last 2 months we got 8 new buyers also. So now we have 20 to 25 new spirulina buyers in our hand. Everyone are from Europe only. So 2-3 buyers are from US also. We're getting more orders. So our production is very less. So we thought we need a new seed round of investment or VC funding to increase the production to match the demand. So we found a Slovakian investor who is interested to invest in the company. So we sent the business plan and all the details. He liked the project and he's going to be the new investor probably next month. So the seed round of second round investment. And with the investment, we're going to increase the production to match the demand in Europe. And in next 3 years, we also going to get some VC funding from Europe to increase the production to 10 times. So probably now we're producing monthly 500 kilos. And in next 3 years, we're going to increase it to monthly 5,000 kilos. It is like 10 times of production so that we can match the demand in Europe, US and Australia. And also we're planning to launch our own brand in Europe and US. So spirulina powder, tablet and nibs in our own brand. And also we're planning to give an affordable price. So compared to our competitors, we're going to give the spirulina in affordable price in UK, France, Germany market so that we will get more customers and more brand name awareness, etc.
Could you just help listeners and myself understand what spirulina is in the first place?
Yeah, so many does not know what is spirulina. Actually, in Europe, US, it have huge awareness, but in India and the Asian countries, the awareness is very less. Many does not know what is spirulina itself. So it's a superfood which having huge protein, calcium, vitamin. 1 kilo spirulina is equal to 1,000 kilo of assortable vegetable. So that much of protein, vitamin, calcium is there in the 1 kilo of spirulina. So it's equal to 1,000 kilo of assorted vegetables. So even in NASA, many scientists and many astronauts use spirulina capsule tablets. So this gives more protein, calcium, and a health supplement, dietary supplement to their body. So in Europe, many used to have spirulina smoothie, spirulina juice, and spirulina food in the early morning. So it gives them more energy and more protein, vitamin per day. They can have 5 to 10 grams of spirulina. That is the consumption level, and it is a very good superfood. So instead of having 1,000 kilo of vegetable, just 1 kilo spirulina is equal to it.
So the plant-based proteins.
Yeah, it's a
Industry.
plant-based protein. So there are many vegan peoples nowadays started learning new things. So in Europe and US, many vegan people will start buying spirulina because it's a plant-based protein, and also compared to other plants, this is having more protein. For example, there are soya bean and milk. Soya bean, many other vegetables, and many other fruits, which is having very less protein compared to spirulina. Spirulina is having 60% of protein. That is 4 times of soya bean. And also for non-vegan peoples like who eat milk, egg, and other products, they also can start eating spirulina because spirulina is having 5 times more calcium, protein than egg, milk, and other products also.
Interesting. So the likes of milk have derivative products such as whey, as an example, and you find a lot of milk products in many other products out there, from chocolate bars to
Yeah, it's like
protein.
so compared to other vegetable, fruits, or beef production, for spirulina production you need very less water only. So in very less water you can get 60% of protein. Compared to other vegetable production or fruit production, you need a lot of water to get the 60% protein. But in spirulina you can get high protein, vitamin, calcium in a less water and less area. So it is a very good superfood compared to beef, soya bean, and many other products. It having more nutrients.
And is it cheaper to make?
Yeah, for spirulina production, the cost of production is very less only. So the main three things are like nutrients, organic nutrients, and labors, and electricity. So the cost of production is very less only. So only we planning to give it as an affordable price to the European market in next year once we launch our product. Because I seen many companies selling for 5 times, 6 times huge price in France, Germany, UK market. So once we launch our own brand in France, Germany, UK market, we're planning to give it at a affordable price, which easily chosen by all the people who can easily get the spirulina as affordable price. Instead of buying $100, $200 for 1 kilo, they can pay just 30, $40 and they buy the spirulina in our shops and online shopping itself. So that is our idea, to give spirulina to everyone at affordable price, to give a healthy life for everyone.
I read a recent report actually in the supermarket news. The report is quoted that the market for alternative proteins is predicted to expand by over 8% year on year, to reach $5.2 billion in 2020. So you're going to be a part of that.
Yeah. Actually, even I seen like many corporate companies like Nestle and McDonald's and KFC. Everyone now started making some vegan products in their portfolio. So the plant-based protein and vegan products started emerging in the market. So yeah, hopefully spirulina also will play a major role in this in 2020, and I'll be playing a big role. So now we are exporting B2B for European countries to our buyers who using their own brand name to sell it in France and German supermarkets and online shopping. So in 2021, instead of giving to our B2B buyers, we itself going to launch our spirulina powder, tablets, and other products in online and supermarkets in Europe and US.
There are risks in terms of the producing the product, I'm assuming, based on the use of water. So
Yeah, actually, it's like not a problem. So it need a very good climate. So for spirulina production, Indian climate and China climate is the best climate. So it need a very good sunlight of 30 to 45 degree and a very good water. So in Europe, we can't expect the 40 degree, 35 degree climate and all. So India is a very good place for producing spirulina. So only I have a land in South India which gets very less rainfall and very good temperature of 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, and we have organic fertilizers, so we using it and we producing a good quality spirulina. And also in next 3 years we planning to launch some innovative products in the market, like we planning to launch some spirulina added food and beverages like spirulina cookies, spirulina chocolate, spirulina chips, spirulina tea, spirulina coffee. So that will add more value to the product. So instead of you buying a raw spirulina in the supermarket, spirulina powder or tablet, you can buy the spirulina coffee, spirulina tea, spirulina chocolate cookies. That will be a healthy food in your daily meal. So you can have spirulina tea, coffee in the early morning with spirulina cookies and spirulina chocolate. And also we planning to do some extraction works, like there are some products called phycoxine, omega-3, omega-6, which are present in spirulina and other algae. So we planning to extract that, so that will give more health benefits, like phycoxine is one of antioxidant which is used for cancer treatment and also many antioxidant properties. So it can be extracted from spirulina, the blue powder. So the blue powder is called as phycoxine. So we planning to extract the phycoxine, and also instead of selling spirulina, we can sell the phycoxine also, and we can sell the extracted omega-3, and we can sell spirulina chocolate, cookies, juice, and coffee, tea also.
Interesting. So how did you come about getting the land in China in the first place?
Actually, we have our own land, so that is one big thing we got, that instead of buying a new land, we had our own land in a very good climate condition. And also there are two other spirulina producers which is known as Paris spirulina, Dauber spirulina. They are one of the top producers in the world. They also have a spirulina manufacturing unit in South India only, near my farm only. So they are producing monthly 5 ton 8 tons of spirulina. They are producing it for 20-25 years. I'm just a 1 year old company. So I thought this is the best place to produce spirulina. And also in next 3 years, instead of selling raw spirulina, I'm planning to launch this spirulina added foods beverages, so that will give more value added to the European peoples.
Building the business, how did you go about going from your very technical education to...
Yeah, so it's like yeah, after completing engineering, so I learned about spirulina farming for more than 1 year. After learning it for the 1 years, I got an idea, okay, this is the very good project. Then I showed the business plan to the investor in Finland. So he invested 100K US dollars. So with that, I started a small production unit of monthly 500 kilos, and we are exporting. So, and in last 4-5 months, I got many orders, and I found the demand is very high. So monthly 500 kilos not enough. It's like we getting orders of monthly 2,000, 3,000 kilos of spirulina, but we are producing just 500 kilos. The order is 6 times more. So I thought, okay, we need to increase the production. So only we started searching of second seed round of investment of 100K US dollar. So we got a investor from Slovakia. The talks are going on. So most probably next month we'll get him on board. And also we planning to get some VC funders for 200,000 euros to 300,000 euros. So with that we can increase more big productions, like monthly 4,000 kilos, 5,000 kilos spirulina production. So we plan to get some VC funders for a very small amount, like 100K to 200K euro, not a big amount, because as I said, spirulina production is like agriculture farming. So it does not need a big construction, big property, big machineries and all. So just 100K to 200K euro is enough for a very good monthly production of 2,000 to 3,000 kilos.
And so how much are you looking to sell per kilo?
I'm now currently exporting to Europe for 20 to 30 euros per kilo for my France and Spain buyers. So they are repacking it their own brand name, and they are selling for 2-3 times more price, like 70 euro, 80 euro per kilo, because they have a own brand already. So they have a good market in Europe. I don't have the market and brand. So in next 3 years, once I got the brand and market everything, I'm planning to sell it in my own brand in France, German, UK supermarket and online shopping for a affordable price of 40 to 50 euros. That is very cheap compared to my competitors. So I will get more customers and more orders. So it will be a very good product, and it's like a high quality premium spirulina at affordable price. So that will attract more peoples, and it's like we need to give a healthy foods to everyone, so everyone can buy the spirulina for a very good price. Instead of many selling for 100 200 US dollars, they can buy my spirulina for 40 to 50 US dollars. So that's a one good cost we're going to do. And probably once we increase the production, we'll be starting the branding marketing works for online sale, supermarket sale in India and also Europe. So we are looking for a big investment to start the branding marketing work in India and also in Europe. For branding, we need a huge fund, because many does not know what is Prolgae, what is Spirulina. So first we need to create awareness about Prolgae and Spirulina. So once we done that, there will be monthly 2,000, 5,000 customers who ready to buy my Spirulina in online and retail shopping. So we can easily sell monthly 3,000, 4,000 kilos Spirulina also.
Wow. Based on the demand of alternative proteins, based on your production capacity as it increases, you have potential of being quite a significant organization moving forwards.
Yeah, so I already seen in last 1 year the demand is getting more in Europe. So probably next 3 years the demand will be 2 times, 3 times more. So I'm also planning to increase the production so that I can match the demand. So for that we need a good investment for increasing production. We need to build some ponds to increase the production. And also for B2C sale, we need some good PR work, branding, marketing work. So for that, we need some good funding to start the PR and branding work in India and then in Europe. So first, we plan to launch the online and retail sales in India. So after that, we'll be launching that in Europe also, in UK, France, Germany. These are the big markets, these three countries. For this works and all, we are looking for some VC funding or some private angel investors or private investors who can give 100,000 euro to 200,000 euros.
And so you're looking for funding at the moment. You're needing to build out capacity.
Production. So today I'm producing monthly 500 kilo. In next 12 months, so in January 2020, I'll be producing 1,500 kilos. And again in next 12 months, that is January 2021, I'll be producing monthly 4,000 kilos. So that are the next steps. So in next January 1,500, after that January it will be 4,000 kilos per month. So for spirulina production, the investment, no need a big investment like 500,000, 1 million US dollar, euro and all. So just 100,000 euro to 200,000 euro is more than enough, so that we can increase production and we can buy some drying machines and lab equipments to test what is the protein percent in my spirulina, calcium percent and phycosin percent in day-to-day check. That is a very important, so that we can tell our clients that we have a very good protein, very good calcium and very good phycosin. So we need some equipments to do day-to-day testing and all. Also, once we have already got some very good B2B sales, they are giving a very good price also. But still, if you go to B2C, you will get more pricing and more profit. So for that also, we can use this 200,000 euro for branding, marketing, PR work to create awareness. So that monthly we'll get 2,000, 5,000 customers in India alone. That's a very big customer. Then in Europe also we'll get 2,000 to 5,000 customers. So with this 5,000, 10,000 customers, we can easily sell monthly 4,000 kilos in online and retail itself, like supermarkets, Walmart, Lidl, Aldi, and also in online shopping like Amazon, Prolgae website. So we can sell in all over it.
And what have you learned so far?
Yeah, first I started with only spirulina, raw spirulina exporting only. Then in the past 6 months, I learned why can't we do some value-added products like spirulina added chocolate cookies like this, and also why can't we do some extraction work like extracting phycosin, omega-6 from spirulina, more value-added products. These are the things I learned. So that will give more profit and also more value-added to spirulina production.
Okay. And you as an individual, as going through this process of building the business out in the first place, what other lessons could you share with listeners?
We need to have some good quality, and we need to produce organic spirulina, and we need to make sure that quality is very good. These are the very first thing before producing spirulina we need to know. And we need to maintain the quality every time. So that is the one main thing, so that you will get a regular customer who comes every month to buy spirulina from you. And then on the side, you can also do some research of increasing protein percentage, phycosin percentage in our spirulina, and also you can try some algae based products also. So you can do some research works and you can launch some new innovative products on the market. So these are the things you can do.
And building out that capability that would impact on your margins. What margins are you going to be working towards based on the prices you're selling per kilo at the moment?
Yeah, for B2B, like I'm getting more than 50% of profit. So as I said, for spirulina production, the cost of production is very less because it's like agriculture production only. So we don't need big machineries, big labors and all. So if I sell per kilo for 25, 30 euros means I'm getting more than 50% of profit in that. So that is a very good plus point in the spirulina production. We'll get a very good profit, very good margin. And if I go to B2C, I will get more profit and more margin.
Even though you're investing quite heavily in the quality management, extraction.
Yeah, still I'm even I'm having quality management, and now I don't have extraction and all. I'm having only quality management things only. I have R&D who is expert in spirulina production. Still I'm getting a good profit, and once I go to B2C, I'll have some more machineries for extraction and other process quality check, etc. and all, and also many other security works, everything I need to know. So even after I done that and all, I will get more profit in B2C also compared to B2B, because in B2C we're going to increase the price, so we'll get more profit in that. But I'm going to keep a very less price compared to my competitors, so that I will get more buyers who can compare my price with my competitors, and they think both are same protein, same vitamin, same calcium, but this is a very good price, so we can go with Prolgae spirulina. So they will come to us, and we can give them very good organic spirulina, and that's our idea.
Okay, so you mentioned two quite large producers of spirulina. What is the competition like? What are you seeing? How many?
Yeah, there are like around more than 100, 200 spirulina producers are there in top producers who producing more than 2 ton, 3 tons, and they are selling for very good price because they have a very good market in Europe and US, and they're doing online and retail sale, and they're doing very good branding marketing. So they're having a very good, because in Europe and US and Australia, the awareness for spirulina is very high, so many people started consuming more spirulina, so the demand is very high. So only I'm also trying to increase the production to match the demand, and I can give for very good affordable price, so that I will get more customers, and still I will get profit. Even if I give less price compared to my competitors, I will get a very good profit for my investors and VC funders. They will get a very good returns.
So let's talk a bit more about you as the individual entrepreneur, Aakas. Wanting to be an entrepreneur, building a business, what influenced you in doing that? Who influenced you?
Actually, in college, final year, I thought I need to do something. So I thought I can be an entrepreneur. So I have read many entrepreneur stories like Elon Musk and Warren Buffett, Bill Gates. So I learned more from them. And also, I have a good mentor who is my college joint correspondent. So he is also an entrepreneur, and he encouraged me. And also, mainly my parents who encouraged and supported me. They are the one who are still with me. Even now they're doing the production work in Prolgae, and they're still supporting me. So they are one of the big support, and also many of my friends who encouraged me, you can be entrepreneur. And I have seen many entrepreneurs in India, family business entrepreneur, first generation entrepreneur. So I learned a lot from them. They are the role models.
You're spending a lot of time building out the infrastructure, the production, the selling of your products. How do you take time away from the business? What do you get up to?
It's like now I'm doing fully business, because it's just a 2-year-old startup. So I'm fully concentrate on business. So once it is stable and it got a very good sales every month, so even very high sales and a very good customer, so it start running, it is stable business. Then I'm planning to go for a lot of traveling, because I love traveling. So I'm planning to go to Europe, US, Australia, South America. So I like to see many countries, many people, many culture. So traveling is my dream.
And would part of that traveling be related to the business as well? So looking at setting up other production units for global expansion?
No, production unit will be in South India only. I'm not going to expand it to any country, because the climate condition is very good in South India only. So Europe, US is not that much good for spirulina production. So there need to be many construction work. So everything is huge in Europe, US. But South India, it's good. I'm coming to Europe and US for conferences. There are many algae conference and food conference, food expo, European Algae Association. So I used to attend that conference and all because we are a member of European Algae Association and also National Algae Association in US. So we're going to attend all the conference and the expos in US and Europe because we are the member of the Algae Association in Europe and US. Even we planning to come to Portugal in April for a European Algae Biomass Association conference because we are a member of EABA. And also in May we are coming to Vita Foods. That's one of our biggest expo. So we get many customers in that Vita Foods.
Oh, great. So there are a couple of questions around the agricultural production of spirulina to produce it. What's the space impact per kilo, for instance?
Actually, it's like for producing 1 ton of spirulina, we need 1 acre of land.
Okay.
So that is the land capacity. Like for producing monthly 1,000 kilos spirulina, we need 1 acre of land. So we need that much of land for producing 1 acre of spirulina. I mean 1 ton of spirulina. So in that 1 ton we get more protein, more calcium, and also like there is another social cost that spirulina will help to reduce pollution in the atmosphere. So 1 ton of spirulina is equal to 20 times of trees. So instead of 20 times of trees doing, 1 ton spirulina will do the things to reduce the pollution in the atmosphere. It will absorb the CO2 from atmosphere and it will give you very fresh, pure air in return. So this is a very good thing to reduce pollution in many countries. So I seen in US and Europe, many companies are using spirulina in their company to reduce pollution from the atmosphere. It is naturally grown with CO2 only. I have seen many companies in Europe which is using closed bioreactor for producing spirulina. They don't get natural CO2 from atmosphere. So they're buying CO2 from some other company and they're inducing it in the spirulina production. So for spirulina production, we need CO2. So it's like it will reduce the pollution and it will won't affect your food properties and all. So it's a very good thing that we can reduce pollution from the atmosphere and we can keep a very clean air, clean atmosphere around us.
Very cool indeed.
Yeah, there is a company in Austria who using who producing spirulina for 8 tons of spirulina per month. They using photobioreactor. It's called as glass tube. So it's not an open raceway pond like me. It is a closed glass tube. So only sunlight can go inside. So for that, they're using CO2 from other company to induce into the spirulina production. So they're buying CO2 from other company who emits CO2 like a textile company or a steel company who emits CO2. They're buying CO2 from that company and they're using it for the spirulina production. So it's like even I seen a university in US. They done a research that they kept a spirulina plant near a steel company who gives more pollution, and they done the research that the spirulina reduces the pollution given by that steel company.
When are you looking to close off your funding round?
Yeah, so we are searching for VC funders from Europe. So I already said we are looking for 100,000 euro to 200,000 euro. And we're planning to close the deal in 3 to 4 months. That will be in April. In April, I'm planning to close the deal. So mostly in April or May, I'm looking for a VC funder who can give 100,000 euro to 200,000 euro, not VC funding, even a private angel investor who, because that's a very small amount for VC funders, 100,000 euro to 200,000 euro, because VC funders normally invest a million euro only. So this is a very small amount. Even a small angel investors or private investors in UK or Europe can invest in my company. I can give them very good share and also very good returns. So they can invest 100,000 euro or 200,000 euro in my company. So we can do big. If VCs are invested, I can have some big ideas for VC funders also. Like they can invest 1 million euro and we can use it for increasing spirulina production from 1 ton to 5 ton. That is one hand, and also I can use that fund for doing some algae based foods like spirulina chocolate cookies, and we can do some research work on that also. So I can use that fund for two works. One is for spirulina production increase, and also on other hand I can use that fund for doing some research on algae based foods like spirulina chocolate cookies, tea, coffee, etc.
Mm. Okay. So with regards to the capacity production, you're talking about space of 1 acre per ton. What constraints do you face in terms of land acquisition?
Actually, I'm already having 6 acres of land. It's my own land, my father's land. So in that 6 acres, we can easily produce monthly 5 tons of spirulina. So I don't need to buy some other's land also. So with this 6 acres, I can increase till 5 tons. So 5 tons is more than very enough to get a very good profit and returns for the investors. So once I reach 5 tons, I can concentrate on my food business also. I can do some spirulina based chocolate, cookies, and other products like spirulina tea, spirulina coffee for early morning. That will give a very good protein, calcium to your body. So I can do both. So I don't need to buy new land. We can increase in my own land itself.
Great, great. Very fortunate position to be in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You mentioned a number of entrepreneurs that you have been influenced by and learnt. You mentioned you've read a lot of books. Is there any particular book you could recommend to the community that are listening today?
They can read the book which are written by Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, or Bill Gates, like entrepreneurship and Rich Dad Poor Dad. So there are many good books. They can read a lot of entrepreneur, and also they can read many articles in the website also regarding to their business. For example, every day I read a lot of articles about spirulina. Even yesterday I read there is a Japan company who got $1 billion investment for spirulina production, and I read there is a European company who's doing some algae based business. So like that, I read a lot of algae based stories around the world, in US, in Europe, what they are doing, what they are going to do. Even I'm trying to do some collaboration with European algae companies for doing some project with them and launching some project. Like I'm having a links with top German, France, Italy algae companies. So once I collaborate with them, so with that technology I can launch some new products and we can work together.
So in terms of profitability then, are you profitable now?
Yeah, I'm already getting good profit, and now I'm producing monthly 500 kilos. If I increase it to 6 times more, that is monthly 3000 kilos, means I'll be getting 6 times more profit, and the profit will be very high. So it's like very high profit in next 3 years I'll be getting. So I'm going to give 200%, 250% returns to my investors who are going to invest. That is one big thing. If they invest 100K US dollar, I can give 250K, 300K in every year as a return.
Every year as a
Yeah,
dividend, essentially.
yeah, as a dividends. Yeah. That's what I'm planning for my Finland investor, and also the new Slovakian investor who going to invest next month. For him also, I'm trying to same that like they invested 100K US dollar, and I'm going to give them 150K to 200K US dollar for every year as dividend from 2021. So that like every year they're going to get 200% as return for 5 years or 10 years till exit period. So this is the same. I'm going to do it for VC funders also, and in food industry the story will be different there, because that is a huge market. So for food industry, the returns and profit, everything will be 3-4 times bigger than this algae company. So the food industry will be more big than this algae company, because the production and sales, everything will be different, because compared to spirulina, chocolate cookies are used by many youngsters and every age group. So the market is very high for chocolate cookies compared to this spirulina.
Wow. Okay. Certainly very interesting.
So for investors, I'm trying to give 200% returns every year as dividend.
Okay. That's quite a commitment.
Yeah, so it's 2 times more. What they're investing, they're going to get 2 times of their investment every year.
Okay. So for anybody listening, how do they get in touch with you, Aakas?
LinkedIn, so they can contact me in LinkedIn also, and also they can check my Prolgae website. There I have my phone number and mail ID, so they can send mail. I can send the business plan pitch deck to all the investors, angel investor, private investor, VC funder, to everyone.
Okay. Well, thank you. We're going to have to close
Yeah,
it off
thank
there.
you.
And
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
much appreciated for your time, and can't
Yeah,
wait
sure.
to come back next year, see how you progress, see what funding you realized, and how much of
I hope within this 12 months I will get this second round of seed investment, and also I hope I will get some VC funder or another angel or seed investor for my Prolgae and also for my food industry. I hope it will happen within this 12 months.
Great. So what do you think? We'll have another interesting story to dive into next week. Looking forward to it already. Some questions to you in the meantime. What is your story? What is your reality right now? And what are you working towards? Let me know. So you can connect with me on Twitter. Just type in Bash in the search and you'll find me. So Bash, B-A-S-H. Easy. On Instagram, it's Bash Reality. So that's Bash_reality. And on LinkedIn, Benjamin Ashmore. Make sure you subscribe, and until next week, cheers.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.